Well, welcome everyone to week 6. You've almost made it halfway through, and so I applaud you for that. We have two cases this week to ponder. One is called Quincy Apparel, and the other one is called uh, Biz Agent. And so they're a little bit different in that you're going to have well, the first one, Quincy Apparel, is going to ask you a lot about how do you prepare yourself to present your business to a board. And so you're going to take the position of an owner. You're going to prepare for an investor meeting, and it's your job with this write up to convince them that they need to invest more money into your venture. So um, you're going to have to look at all of the issues that the company has, uh, things that you're doing to resolve those issues, your game plan, in other words, and um, and then what you feel you need to do for this company to be successful. And it wouldn't hurt to explain all of the options that you have and why you're choosing the the options that you have. So again, good luck with that. It's a business model framework type of a question. The second one, Biz Agent, is actually you do a lot of math. So for those of you who don't like math, I'm sorry. This is going to be a math problem. And so there's some tables that will be given, a spreadsheet that you'll need to fill out. Um, just follow the instructions. I think it's pretty straightforward. Um, don't go too far one way or too far the other. Try and focus on the main points of the case, and you'll be fine. Um, so one of the questions asked in this case, and I always get um, a ton of different answers, is what makes Biz Agent successful? So I want you as a group to consider that. What is it that makes it successful? And then it asks you to look at growth rates. And so you're going to need to calculate some growth rates. You're going to need to make some assumptions in certain cases. But this is a typical Harvard Business School case. So um, there's again, there's a spreadsheet on the back part of this case that you'll need to fill out. Do it in some completeness. If you're not sure how to fill it out, talk to your group. The group is the best place always to figure out the math, the positioning, um, you know, what numbers should be important to the founder. How do you extrapolate that out into the future? What does the future look like for the company? And those sorts of things. Most of the information's here, but if it's not here, it's obviously not there. It's not in the exhibits. Go ahead and just tell me what assumptions you made. So that's fine with me. You guys are doing great. I looked at grades again this morning. I haven't graded your test yet, but I will do so here shortly. But you're all doing really well, and some of you need to kind of pick the pace up, but most of you are doing great. And you're figuring it out, and I see the work in your groups becoming even more efficient and more thoughtful. And I love how that you've allowed various people in your group to take the lead. I think that's important. And again, this is not too undifferent than what you would find in a business or a vocation or an avocation, wherein things are you work on things in a group. Um, and I should say from multiple disciplines. Um, it's not always just the strategic planners or the guys that hammer a nail or the marketers. It's a uh, fairly good group of everyone, and I think your groups are not too different. You all come from a little different backgrounds, and so you have unique perspectives, and that's what makes it so fun and so interesting is that you all are a little different. So I encourage you to continue to ask for, everyone's perspective so that you understand that. Now, a couple of you have asked me, does it matter if one person writes up the case, the 50-point case, or do we all need to contribute? I think that's entirely up to you. I've had situations where you've only had one, or you've had two people. We have a two-person group. Our group one this year is a two-person group, and so you know you don't have a lot of delegation there. You just either you do it or the other person does it. But when you have bigger groups, it's okay to answer part of the case, um, and send it to whoever's going to submit it all to me. Make sure that you read it. Everyone reads it. Make sure that they're good to go with it. If there's uh, typos or punctuation or just clean up things that need to be done. Put it all in the same font. It's often I'll get a case that it'll be in like four different fonts, and I'm like, well, okay, they had four different people write this. So clean that kind of stuff up so it looks like you know one person did it. But if you don't, that's fine. I may give you a little bit of haircut for that, but not a lot. So again, if you have questions this week, I probably won't be in your groups this week, so just FYI. Unless I make a few of them. Sometimes I do anyway. But we try and make these every other week, and I think I made all of your last week. But have a good week. Going to get a little colder here in Utah for those who are in Utah, so bundle up. And look forward to reading your responses on these cases. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you.